My name's Duddy, it's I do builds and stuff. Today's video is not a build, it's about a gear set really that we need back in this game, especially if you're a new or returning player. The Techsec armor gear set is absolutely fantastic, one of the best gear sets in the game. Extra damage against shielded enemies and disorientating effects. It's one of the best gear sets in the game. We can't actually get it anymore really. I mean, you can get it a little bit, but there's actually no way to specifically farm this, which is a bit of a shame. Especially if you're a new or returning player and missed out on this gear set. We're also going to be looking at Fortune's Favour for a bit of extra damage on shields, so stay with me. So the Techsec gear bonus states 2-piece wrecker, 4-piece concussive rounds. A 2-piece wrecker says you deal significantly increased kinetic damage to combatant shields, overshields, vehicles and constructs. It's roughly between 170 and 200% depending on what weapons you use against shields. I'm not actually sure how much damage you do against constructs, but extra 170 to 200% damage against shields is nuts. And then the 4-piece bonus, defeating a powerful combatant or breaking a combatant shield with kinetic damage releases a disorientating kinetic shockwave. Now this also works with glaives and melees, and it also works with the hazardous propulsion Titan exotic, which I'm going to leave a video for that. So check the video description, and I'll also leave a video with more testing on Techsec that I did really early on when Techsec first come out. So this footage is without Techsec. You're going to see I'm actually using No Land Beyond at the moment. So 394, one more time, I'm going to do 394, and as we know, shielded enemies are a bit of a pain in the ass. New Land Beyond, it's got the master on there, where your damage is going to keep going up the more precision hits you get. So that's going to increase your damage anyway against shields. That's important for later on. So 394, and you're going to see I'm going to get a master proc, 1 precision kill, and you're going to see that shoot up a little bit to 456. That's the master working with Techsec. That's quite obvious, but still decent without Techsec. Bearing in mind, you've got loads of exotics that buff out weapons like Fortune's Favour. This will give you a 15% damage increase as long as you keep that Void Overshield on your New Land Beyond. So that's going to work. Again, I've not got Techsec on. That just works with your master. It buffs your master up, buffs all weapons up, and that you're going to see it go up a bit further now, 554. So that's your master in the Fortune's Favour. Now I'm going to put on the Techsec bonus gear set. The 2-piece and the 4-piece. I'm going to show you the 2-piece. Just look at the state of that instantaneous smash of that shield, all the way up to 1033. Guys, this gear set is absolutely incredible, and it's just a real shame that we can't get this right now. I'm going to go into that in the video, but you can sort of see there, it's all stacking together, your Fortune's Favour, your Techsec. Now, the 4-piece bonus is chronically underrated. This is a form of damage reduction. People laughed at me when I said it, because you're disorientating enemies and nothing's shooting you. If you spawn these fellas in the portal, in the shooting range, sorry, they'll just spam you. They're not spamming you with shots at the moment, so it is a form of damage reduction because they're not shooting you. So, to me, that is incredible for a 4-piece bonus. Right up there with a Sage Armor, in my opinion. So, extra damage against shields, and just having that disorienting burst is incredible. Especially if you're running like a kinetic sniper like Newland, because it'll just leave them stood there, which is giving you a free headshot. And it also disorientates enemies nearby as well. Like I said, there's loads of different things in the game. Specific GMs like Birthplace of the Vile, you get a few Void Shields. This isn't the GM this week, the Sunless Cell, but it has been in the past. But you get a lot of shields in here, Arc and Void and Solar. Even like the Corrupted GM, it's going to make that easier, because every time you break one of them shields, obviously that extra damage and all that disorienting burst is incredible. It's like a blinding effect, really. Really good. Just look, it just literally renders enemies completely useless. And it also does extra damage against vehicles, constructs, etc. So if you're doing GMs where you've got a lot of constructs or vehicles, it's going to be really good as well. New Land Beyond, Fortune's Favour with Techsec, just absolutely shreds. Guys, really good build. Now, unfortunately, this is the sad part. If you're new or returning to Destiny, Bungie keep making a play about these new and returning players. Like, you need this gear set. In my opinion, you really need to get this. It's really good. Right now, you can't actually farm it. There is ways you can get it from Hawthorne, from your pinnacle activities and your portal ops, things like that. If you're in a clan, you're going to get them engrams. But that's not a very good way to get it, because you need to farm out specific rules, etc. Now, here's my opinion. Bungie made a play for double invades on the Lawless Frontier to try and get more people sort of playing it, well, stick Techsec gear in there, and maybe even Bushido, get them in there, and I guarantee you your playtime on that activity will go up, Bungie, and plus it'll give players a chance to farm it out. Let me know what you guys think. Before I finish the video, I just want to say Bungie have stated that this Gearset is coming back and a couple of others, but when? Who knows when? It could be this year, it could be next year. They haven't actually give a date, and obviously at the moment with the state of the game, we don't actually know anything. Everything's rumoured to be getting delayed, etc. But for me, like I said, I find it a little bit ironic because Bungie seems to make a play on this new player guide every single week. New or returning player, do this, do that. But end of the day, the best gear sets in the game are locked. You can't actually get them. So stick them in your Lawless Frontiers, things like that. Give players a bit chance to get them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.